we've had over 350,000 fully KYC signups to a betting brand. I'm not aware of any other betting deal that's ever come close to those kind of numbers. Absolutely phenomenal. So in 2012, Robbie Lyle started Arsenal Fan Television, and we partnered with Robbie to create GFN 10 years ago. What we see it as becoming is a true broadcaster by fans for fans. Robbie is the architect of a brand new space of how content and how sports are going to be consumed by the digital generation. 99.9% of the global fan base can't get inside to the stadium. How do we bring the stadium to the fans? That was really like a driving force for us. We have been able to create communities literally around the world. In the last 70 days, I think we've done 1.2 billion views. And that's because we can create a global community out of people's passion and the sport that they love. Initially, when we engaged with Dizplai, we were looking for someone who's going to partner with us, and just in terms of graphics, about what we made in terms of content. But actually, since then, the partnership has really developed to something deeper than that. There's been a revolution in terms of what is happening with content right now, in terms of how brands engage with fans, and how GFN can create content, and the kind of moniker we like to use is social TV. Bringing those two worlds together has been really unique and spectacular, creating content that brands want to be part of and fans want to consume. The real benefit that Dizplai has brought is that they're not an ordinary partner. They're really someone who's got into bed with us and got their hands dirty, so to speak. If I take an example like the World Cup, we're disrupting the entire landscape at the moment, and we've looked for partners for not only how do we build out the content, like 270 hours across multiple channels, how do you package that up for agencies and brands, how do you then sell it into market, and then how do you build out the graphics and the fan experience for that. What we found in Dizplai is a partner that can help us navigate disrupting a new industry on all sides, from agency to brand to fan to content. I think what's really effective, and it's shown up in a recent case study of ours with a betting partner, where in the period of the campaign, we've had over 350,000 fully KYC signups to a betting brand. I'm not aware of any other thing that's even close to those kind of numbers. And the reason for it is this indirect brand building, where the graphics, the content, the messaging is seamlessly interwoven, and that's a very powerful combination. I think that's ultimately what's going to affect the bottom line. The partnership that we've got Dizplai is where the real disruption is going to take place, because there's a new business model that's going to be forming out of how content is created, how advertising is then executed inside that content, and how data is then gathered around fans themselves. I think the most valuable thing that Dizplai brings to the party is really clear thinking in a space where we are all navigating a brand new digital landscape, and that's incredibly valuable for us. Right now, we're working with Dizplai on a brand new product and combining it with the perks of all the best of fan content. What Dizplai and GFN have done together is remarkable in terms of its disruption to the space. All I can say is watch the space.